Come on in. Come on. I know. I'm a day late. I said I was going to do this Wednesday, but you know what? Sometimes life gets involved with life and the whole thing just is a change of plans, right? Okay. So, little change of plans, but I'm here. I'm back. It's not Wednesday, but yeah, it doesn't matter, right? Okay. You've been here before, you know where you are. For those of you that are new, welcome to my channel. You have just entered Connie's little corner. Yes, I'm Connie. And for those of you that are new, please go down below. You will find the link where you can download the TEMU app, which will get you a $100 coupon bundle and 30% off your first order simply by using my code AFC95851. That code will be down below. Today, I've got a TEMU haul for you that I have to do this while Mama's not here because if you've ever watched the videos I do with my lovely little munchkin mom, she's always wanting everything in the haul. I didn't think I'd even be able to get through this haul if she was with me for that reason. So we're going to do this just you and I today, all right? We're going to start with some of the stuff that she really wouldn't care about. Then we'll get into the rest. Okay, this was $1.03. And believe it or not, this is a little mini mop. Now, if you hear noise, it's because if you look behind me, I have a giant myrtle bush outside the lanai behind me, and the wind is blowing, but it's one of those beautiful little balmy winds. So you might hear some of the protective plastic that's temporarily around the lanai. But anyway, look at this. Is this not the cutest thing? I thought they said it was red, but it's actually pink. It has this little thing in here, and when you push down on it, out pops the mop. This is the mop head. I can't believe this was like $1.03. Seriously. Okay. Let's get into this. Oh, all right. It feels very rubbery. It's got the bottom, how you attach it onto here. So let's see if I can get this done. Oh, I see. All right. So it goes in the little slots and then it slides to lock in. And you do the same thing on this side. It goes in the little slots and then slides over to lock in. And I should be able to. Wow, that's cool. I like that. And it pops right back out again. So this is a very cool little mini mop. This is going to save me a fortune in paper towels. And I like that it is like this because I can put it on a hook underneath the kitchen sink, just pull it out when I need it. If you have dogs in the house, I have a giant water bowl for the dogs, and the bowl holds about 2 gallons. But I have 2 dogs, so they will go through that entire bowl in a day, especially when it gets really, really hot down here. And there's always splashes around the floor. So this is going to be quick and easy. Rinse this off. And FYI, you can get replacements of these. I've seen them in 5 packs and 10 packs, where you can get, and they're just as cheap as getting the unit. But this I like. It slides down nice and easy, opens up good. That's on there pretty secure. Happy camper. Next. Wow, seriously, $1.03. Okay. What else have we got? We got more tools. This entire 7-piece set was $2.37. Now, granted, it's not the best quality tool in the world. For a hacksaw, that comes with a regular blade for like sawing branches or roots, and then it comes with a series of different types of blades for different types of cutting. I think that is a great deal. I love when you get a nice, it's small, so it's perfect for the little things that I need. Let me open it up a little bit here so you can see. That's the extent of the size of it. It's a little bit less than a foot, but it's the perfect size for my hand. It's the perfect size for little things. This is completely, the blade is completely interchangeable. There are 4 different types of blades that come with it. There's also the connector piece that comes with it. If you want to change and put on this very sharp tree sawing type blade or wood blade, that's for wood cutting. Yeah, happy with that. I'm liking it's not too big. I did have a bigger hacksaw, a full-size hacksaw, but I don't have a need for anything that big. So for a little over $2, I want to keep this together until I'm ready to use it. So for $2.37, it's a great deal. Tools. Gotta have tools, right? Need them around the house. What else is in here? We pull some things out. I think there's about 20 items or so in this bag. Another tool. $1.32 for this. Now, this goes along it's not exactly a miter box, but it is a gauge. So what it does is it fits over a piece of lumber. You can see how it's squared off. It sits on top of a piece of lumber, a piece of wood, and you can mark your screw holes, your nail spots, curves or angles you need to cut. It's got a series of it. It'll also give you a chance to do a straight line, or if you need it, it'll give you a chance to do an angle cut so that you can miter easily without having to use a miter box. So this is just a different tool for woodworking, for cutting wood, marking wood, drilling wood. And it even gives you the sizes of each of the holes that are on the sides over here. It tells you exactly how big it is. It gives you the measurements. It gives you measurements here, right? And it gives you measurements on here as well. So if you have to do something on curve, right? This happens a lot to me when I have to go around certain pipes or certain things you need to cut as a curve, and it's nice to be able to have that. So not bad. Another tool I'm very happy with. This was 91 cents. Now, remember, the prices that I pay may not be the prices that you get, because we all know that TEMU changes their prices quite often, right? Okay, so for 91 cents, this is a hose coupler. I have a garden hose that is in need of repair, and the easiest way to repair it is actually, I don't wrap tape and stuff. I don't do that with a garden hose. I fix it properly. All right. I will take the hose, cut where the break is, where the leak is, slide it on here, screw it on down to tighten it to make a new connection. And then the other end of the hose where there's no leak goes on this side, screw it on down, and it makes a connection and it stops your leak. This is good for even the hoses that are expandable. I already have one. I have 3 garden hoses here, one out front, one in the back for regular watering, and then 100-foot one that I use for my gardens and my corn that I just planted. So they get leaks. They dry out, they crack, whatever. Any garden hose is going to get a leak, right? You drag it over stones or whatever, it happens. This is the best way I found to really fix the leak and hold it tightly. So I love it. And the fact that it was less than $1. You can get these in sets. You don't have to get an individual one, but I figured I'm not going to push my luck. If I get the sets, then I'll probably have to use all of them. If I get just one, that's all I'm going to need, right? Okay. Next. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see what else is in here. You might remember when I did a video with Mom, I had gotten the cloning powder to do the hand mold. Well, this is another 100 grams of the modeling powder and the cloning powder, right, to do the mold. And the reason I got more is because I discovered after looking at the user manual, shall we say, or the description of it, that, excuse me, 100 grams only makes 2 cups of cloning. You can't take 2 adult hands and stick them down into just 2 cups. You need 4 to 6 cups of this stuff. So you need anywhere from 2, depending on how big the hands are, anywhere from 200 grams to 400 grams to mold. Now, you've all seen how petite mom's hands are. It's like holding a child's hand. It's very, very tiny compared to mine. So I'm hoping that the 200 grams will be enough. I am going to get a test container and I'm just going to pour because the ratio was 5-1. So you use 100 grams of the powder to 500 grams of water, which is basically 2 cups. So I'm going to put 4 cups of water into a container, stick my hand, do my hands together, stick my hands in the water to see if I have enough space. And if not, I'll get another one of these, but I'll keep you posted when it's time to do it. Mom and I do it. You'll see it. All right. Okay. Speaking of mom, I couldn't open this with her because I have to set it aside for her. This cute little thing was $1.34 initially. I think it had a price adjustment that brought it down below $1. But for $1.34, I got her this. This is a little portable hand fan. And I love that it's tiny. It almost looks like it looks like a snail. That's what I thought when I saw it. Looks like it has the eyes and then this is the back. This just opens up. See if I can do it the way they showed me. And it just untwists. And this one says, Happy Mother's Day. And I thought that was a great little fan. It's kind of plasticky. I know you can't hear it, but it sounds like the head of a drum, if that helps you. It's very tight like that. It sounds like the head of a drum. So I like that. To fold it back down again, all you do is just twist it the way it was and slide it around like that. And it's right back down into snail formation. So this is like just a little extra surprise thing for mom. They do have extra ones, but this is the one that I thought would be nice as part of her Mother's Day gifts that I got for her. We would have them ready for Mother's Day. So yes, I will continue. Oops, sorry, knocked you guys. I'll continue to spoil her as much as I can. Next item, more tools. This was $1.10. And this is a mini level. Now, I have a torpedo. A torpedo is about the size, think of it as the size of a remote control. A torpedo is a level that's about 6 inches long. This is even smaller than that. This level is barely 1.5 inches across and about 2 inches that way. And this is the perfect level for things like pictures or small pieces of decor that you want to hang, and your torpedo or something else is just too big for it. It also has these 2 little holes where if you did want to tack it to something like a little block of wood or something to make it easier, you could tack it. But it has your bubble level on the bottom so that you can find your level. And then it jumps right out of your hand. And then it has a bubble level in this direction as well, so that you can find your level that way. So very small, very compact, as you can see, compared to my hand. It doesn't take up a heck of a lot of space. It's itty bitty, but it's the perfect thing for little jobs around the house. Little things. You ever walk around your house and you're like, that picture looks crooked? I'm going to keep this in my junk drawer. It's not going to go with my tools. It's going down in my junk drawer. I can just pop this on top of the picture and go, oh yeah, it's got to go this way, or it's got to go that way, or whatever the case may be. Handy little tools, right? I have a 4-foot level, 3.5-foot level, an 18-inch level, the torpedo, which is 6 inches, and now I have that one. So I think I'm covered. I think. Let's see what else is in this little bag. Oh, yay. Oh, forgot about that. And forgot about that. And forgot about that. I forgot about everything in here. Okay. Gardening. You know how I'm working out in the yard. And if you've been following me, you also know that I'm left-handed. I am a true southpaw. Now, I have those great gloves that I showed you last haul with Mama. And I wanted to get the claws, a clawed glove, so that it would actually help me when I'm digging or gardening. I can just have these little claws on the glove. But all the gloves that come with the claws on them are all right-handed. You can you can buy a set of gloves that both hands are clawed, but I didn't want that. I just wanted my left hand clawed. They didn't sell just left-handed gloves with claws. You could get a single glove, which was right hand with the claws. So I said, you know what? I just got the claws without the glove so that I can put them on. And yes, there's only 4. There is not one for the thumb. So that I can put them on my left-hand glove and use them that way. So now I can do my digging. Until I can teach my dogs how to dig in one spot and keep them where I want them, which I haven't been able to do yet. They're the best diggers that I have. But these, if you're left-handed or right-handed, or if you just don't want to spend the money to buy one of the gloves that has these pre-attached, just get them. They're hard plastic. Let me put this one away. They're very hard plastic. They're probably big enough. I mean, they fit my thumb. So they're going to fit an average hand. If you have a huge hand, of course, they might not. But they're going to fit the average hand. And I like that I can put one on or just 2 on or however many on and whatever fingers I want. So it comes in a pack of 4. And these are going right into my little, I don't know where I did my garden bag. Oh, it's down there. These are going right into my little green garden bag. What do you think, right? Pretty cool. More tools. $2.22 for this. This is a 5-pack of bits for woodworking. You've probably heard me talk about having some framing that I have to do. I have to route out my 2 of my cabinet doors so that I can install that beautiful stained glass that my sister-in-law made for me. I still haven't gotten around to doing the routing and making that opening a little bit bigger. So I ordered this 5-pack of bits, and it's a good variety. These, seriously, these are heavy. Holy cow. These are solid metal. Okay. There's the first one. Give you an idea. That's a barrel one. There's a smaller pointed one. These are great too if you need to dig in, so to speak, at an angle into the wood to create a hole so you can put a nail or a screw at an angle. These will also help you do that, among other things. This is the bigger, deeper one as compared to this little baby one. You can see the difference in size. This also comes with a round barrel. And again, these for different things. If you have to make different dips, different cuts, different joints, different ways to connect your wood. If you need to make holes for dowels or cookies, anything like that, to go through the little, and hold your wood together. So this one, and then it comes with a very, very small barrel one. And these are all very solid, heavy cast. Ow, that's sharp. Sorry. Should not be grabbing it that way. So these are great. These are going to help me be able to use, you can either put these, if you have a Dremel, you can either put these into the bit of the Dremel, or you can put these into your regular drill, which I have the battery operated drill. I have a set of rigids, and this will fit into the mouth of the rigid where I can actually use my drill and have more control. But I also have a Dremel that I can put them in and use it for. So a set of 5 for $2.22. It's a great bargain. Absolutely love it. These are about a quarter of the cost of what it would be at the box stores, because I comparison shop. And I couldn't find a set of 5 like that at the box stores for less than $12. And that was $2. Oh, itchy nose. Allergies. Sorry. $2.22, right? Versus $12. That's a no-brainer. All right. This pack was $1.08. And this is a pack of 6. And these are flip pens. They refer to these as nursing pens simply because they have a clip, all right, where you can hook it on to whatever you might be wearing and just let it hang. There's 3 green with the green on the bottom, and there's 3 with the orange. They weigh absolutely nothing. I love it. But my favorite thing about this is I can clip this not necessarily to my clothes, but to the handle of my pocketbook. I could clip it into if you have like a buttonhole on your shirt, that maybe your shirt is, you had the collar open or something, you have a buttonhole, you can stick it there. You don't have to worry about it being a pocket, fall it out. You can hook this thing on anything that you need. And it has multiple colors. It has black, red, blue, and green. All right. So let's see if I can find a piece of paper here. Hold on a minute. Oh, yep. I got paper over here. Bear with me just a second. I might knock the computer for a minute. Sorry. Got it. Ooh, almost knocked the whole tablet on the floor. Okay. Are you there? Good. It's that whack-a-mole thing I do from time to time. Remember, I haven't done that in a while. All right, so let's try this. We'll push the green one down and we'll see what happens. And yes, nice emerald green. Push the blue one down. And this is a medium point. Nice blue. Let's try the red. That stands out nicely. And last but not least, the basic black. All right, so there's your 4 colors. Medium point. To change the color, just click on the one that you want. If you want the green, you click on the green. When the green is down, you want the blue. Click it once to get the other one to pop up, and then click it again, and the next one comes down. So, and you can, of course, when you click anything once, it completely makes it go away. So I absolutely love these. These are great. I have like little zipper rings and things like that inside my pocketbook and whatnot. And I'm always trying to dig for pens. This is a great way not to have to dig for your pen because it'll hook right onto the loop. It'll tuck inside the pocketbook and stay handy where you can get at it. Yeah, I can think of probably a couple of dozen reasons to have these. So, and I got them as basically travel pens because of the fact they have the hook. But 6 of them for $1.08. And if you think about it, because they each have 4 ink sources on them, that's 24 pence. Last time I checked, 6 times 4, 24. Yeah. So you've got 24 sources of ink. You've got 6 of each color, and you've got 4 colors on each one. Love it. TEMU rocks. All right. Let's keep going. Let's see what else we got over here. Bear with me. I'm still looking. All right, that goes with that. That goes with that. All right. Here comes the stuff that Mama would have tried to take, but she's always trying to take my stuff. This was, did I price on this? I don't think I did. Oh, yes, I did. $5.99. This is nice and soft. No, it's not that weird material because you can see it's got the white inside. It is a tank top dress with a scoop neck, and it's got puppy prints all over it. It's got paisley prints. It's got red, white, and blue. Looks like the star. It's got solid red, solid blue. I love the differences in this. This material actually feels like a soft cotton, right? We all know it's not. We all know it's polyester. It's probably 100% polyester. Let's see. Yeah, polyester and elastane, but it's polyester, but it's great. Look at the stitches. Absolutely incredible stitching on it. Look at the hem. Remember we talked about if the hem is folded over and it has that extra, it's because the material is thicker and better. It does have a little bit of stretch to it. This is a sundress. It runs true to size. And this one on me actually comes down. I'm really surprised. I thought it looked very, very short on the TEMU website, but this actually comes down to about 2 inches above my knee. So this one is long enough to wear as just a sundress and not as a tunic top. But I might put a pair of something underneath it, depending on what I'm doing. Can you see how the skirt is a little more flowy? It's definitely wider, so it does give you that tapered look. And on, I absolutely loved it because it's fitted but not tight. So it accentuated the curves. It gave me that nice little hourglass look. And I love anything that gives me that look, right? Very, very cool. And for the money, for under $6, I cannot complain. I actually think it was under 5 because I know I got price adjustments on it. I also will say with their materials, and I don't know if you're aware of it, but polyester does not shrink. So when you wash these, you're not going to get fade because of the way the colors are injected into the polyester material. They don't fade, they don't shrink. This one did wrinkle, which means it's a better cut of polyester or better thread count of polyester. But polyester has a longer life than cotton because of that, because of the type of material it is. If you're still having issues with your fabrics, with your sizes, please, please, please just take a couple minutes, go watch the video I made. I think it's Tips and Tricks 9. Don't quote me on that, but it is finding the best fabrics. It's my tips and tricks about fabrics. It will help you be more satisfied with the clothes that you're ordering. And y'all see how happy I've been with stuff. All right, this next item, $8.09. Now, this is a little more than I typically pay, but I did have credits on this order, so I really didn't pay that much. This is very thin. It feels like a jersey material. It does not feel like that bathing suit material. And this is the cutest little shift dress. I used to have something like this when I was in my teens. Again, it's got a nice flowy skirt. It's got pockets. Can you see? I love I love anything with pockets. But it's got 2 pockets on front. It's got a decent hem. And even though the hem is small, it is still rolled and folded. It's not just that thread across the bottom. It is still a folded hem. It does feel like a jersey material, but I love that it has this overall effect to it, or coveralls, whatever you want to call them, because these buttons are adjustable. You have 2 buttons on the top and your buttonhole, so you could adjust them for ever how long or how short you need to keep it up on your shoulder. So I love that about this, that it actually gives you an adjustable strap. It's basically a scoop neck. These are just decorative. They're not functional like the shoulder ones are, but this is great. I am so happy with this. And this, again, runs true to size. And on me, this one is about 3 inches. I'm 5'5", and this one's about 3 inches above my knee. So I think I would say it has to run like about 36 inches, somewhere around there. Make sure you go into the size chart and you look at the, not just the size measurements, but the product details, because now they're separating them. And scroll all the way over to the right and look at the length. In other words, if you're picking out a size 10, which in most cases is like a large, look way over to the size and see how long is the item. Is it going to work for your height? Because now they're giving you information as to, well, if you're 5'9" to 5'11", you can wear this and still be covered, or whatever the case may be. So make sure you check it out. All right. It'll help you with your clothing selection and your fabric selection. We all have to get away from that thing where we say, oh, I like that size, what? Click in the basket. Doesn't work that way with TEMU, and I think a lot of you are finding that out because I'm hearing from a lot of my viewers that they have to return clothing. It's the most common thing. They have to return the clothing. It's either not the material that they thought they were getting, or that they don't like the material, or it's the wrong size. That's the most common thing, the wrong size. So reminder, take your measurements, bust, waist, hips. All right. And if you need to, the length from your shoulders, all right, mid-shoulder down to whatever length you're comfortable with. Where do you want it to fall on your body? Write that length down, put it on a little sticky somewhere on your computer, then use my tips and tricks fabric and go find the best fabrics in your size. You won't have many returns, I promise. All right. Now I got a bag full of everything that Mama would want, without exception. And when I get to the bottom of this bag, after I've shown you everything, we're going to do a try on. And I'll explain that to you as we go. So here's the first thing. And you saw me wear these. These are the nails that I had on last week when I did the video with Mama. All right. These are press-on nails. So that's one pair. This was 96 cents. These are a medium almond. And it's important that you look at the size of the nails because like with Mama, she's got them itty bitty nails that are about the size of a 6-year-old. I could never put these on her fingers. They wouldn't even fit her thumb. But my fingers, my nail beds are wider. So I get a medium. So this is a medium. They call this the almond shape. It is longer. You've seen what I wear, right? Okay. So that's that one. Then I also got, also in a medium almond, this was 96 cents. I got these pretty little pink, silver, and gold ones. And these are for me. I thought they were really cute, a little more delicate. I thought they were good for the summer because they're nice and light. So I got those. The next ones I got, and this is weird because these are listed as a medium, but they look like they're going to be a little small. This was 44 cents. And these are dark emerald green. I absolutely just fell in love with the colors and the designs. And I thought, well, if they don't fit me, I might be able to shorten them enough so that they will fit Mom and be appropriate for her little bitty fingers. All right, for 89 cents, I can't wait to put these on. This is my Playful Summer ones. Orange with, yes, the boho hippie flowers. Remember the puffy flowers when we were kids, teenagers? We would draw them on everything, those big puffy flowers. And I got them, of course, in a bright orange. But for 89 cents, gotta have them, right? Gots to have them. Also for me, these were 90 cents. A little bit different with the pinks and the golds and the two tones. So pretty passive for me, basically, but just a nice little delicate nail that's perfect for going out, showing off, having my fingers look nice after a day working in the garden. It takes me maybe 15 minutes or so to put these on and, just be ready to go. All right, the next pair, and again with these, they said they're medium, but they're looking very, very narrow and very small. So these might go for Mom. These are black, burgundy, and gold. And these again are the almond shape. I thought they were pretty cute. A little bit of glitter on some of them. So I'm going to have to see on some of these whether or not they're going to fit me or fit Mom, and then modify accordingly, I guess. The next pair, these I really like. These are for me. These are medium almond, and these are kind of pink with pink glitter on them. I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to avoid the reflection there, but very, very, there you go. You see? Very cool. Very delicate again. Light colors. And one of the nails off to the side is like full glitter. So I'm hoping these look like they might work on my fingers, and I'm hoping they do. Because if not, Mom's going to have an awful lot of fingernails. These I did get for Mom. However, these look too wide for her nails. So these might be good for me in a pinch, even though they're a little short. These are a dark purple, a light lavender, and ivory. And these are more of just like a squared off tip. They're not long. They're not a stiletto type. They're not an almond type. These are supposed to be considered small, they say, for girls, but boy, they look a lot wider than what a girl would wear. The purple almost looks navy blue, but it is actually somewhat of a purple. It's a cross between a purple and a blue. And the last pair that I got, more along the pinks. This is more on the mauve side. These are, again, the medium almonds. Get close enough so you can see. With the darker mocha and a light pink kind of color, a little bit of gold, a little bit of white, if you can see on that particular fingernail. So I thought these would be interesting. And these were $1.09. These were the most expensive. But the overall cost of these was very, very reasonable for each of them. And because I do have a massive nail kit and the ability to do acrylic nails, one of the things that I've noticed about their nails is basically an acrylic tip that has been painted but not coated in the acrylic to make it thicker and make it stay on your finger better. So that's what we're going to deal with right now. We're going to do a try on and a demonstration. Y'all saw the nails that Mom and I had on. I had the longer ones on. I had these on. Okay. And I did take them off 10 minutes after the video was done. Mom, unfortunately, nervous habit. She had literally been picking at her fingers, even though she loved the nails, and she had them one hand completely picked off. And after 3 attempts of putting them back on and trying to get her to leave them on, not possible. So for Mom, I did get 64 cents for this. It's 120 pieces of the transparent stickies that go under the nails. Let's see if I can take it out of the bag so you can see a little bit better. Because I know with her, she's going to pick them off. She's going to peel them off. It's okay. I'll put them back on as much as I can. And at the price of these, if they're gone, they're gone. But this is 120 pieces of the nail stickies. And as you can see, if you've ever gotten these artificial nails, these are the little tabs. You peel them off and they're two-sided tape, basically. And they go between you, your finger, and the nail. These do not work for me. They are not strong enough to even keep my nails on for 10 minutes, no matter what I do. It doesn't matter how much I file my nail to rough it up. It doesn't matter how much pressure I put on it to make it stick. For me, it doesn't work. So I got this backup because I know I'm going to need them in the constant replacing Mom's nails. I don't care if they stay in her fingers for 10 minutes. It gives her so much joy to have them. And you've seen how she was. It just makes her so happy to have them. Why not? Right? So what I'm going to try now, I've already tried using regular nail glue and 2 different types of acrylic nail glue that I use when I do my nails from scratch. That does not even hold these on because these are not meant to hold up to pretty much anything. So for 62 cents, I figured I'm going to try the new thing that's out and we'll see what's going to happen with that. This is nail tip gel. Now, this is the type of gel that I haven't opened it yet. I'm going to open it right now so you can see it's a brand new container. I think I'm going to open it. Uh-oh. Don't tell me not to use my teeth. In case you hadn't noticed, my teeth are getting whiter. It's taken a long time because I am such a big coffee drinker. But I have only ever had one cavity in my mouth, and I got that when I was 63 years old from an injury. So I have all my own teeth, never wore braces. Knock on wood. Never really had a cavity. And if not for that injury, I probably still. Why can't I? Hold on. I've got to find Charlie. Charlie's around here someplace. Hold on. Okay. Charlie to the rescue. So this is what it looks like. It's just a clear gel. It's not black. It's clear. It's a container that's black. It's just a clear, sticky gel. Now, I've also got my little mini. Let me pull this out. I've got my little mini UV because it says that you do have to set your nail. Let me plug this into the side of the computer. You do have to set your nail. Make sure it's on. There we go. All right. Under UV for at least 30 seconds. So I've got that ready. That's down there. I have this. Now, this is the instructions that it gave me. So this is what we're going to try. I am not using the stickies. We're going to be using this. And we're going to see how this works. I'm going to pull out one of these nails that I had used before. Let me see if I can figure out what finger. Nope, not that one. Hold on. I should have done this ahead of time, but I didn't. All right, there we go. So this is the nail for my pointer finger. So we're going to do what you should do. I'm using my own professional emery board, and I'm giving it a really, 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 really good buffing, roughing it up, because that way it's going to take it. Okay, you can see how it's all roughed up. Don't pay attention to my cuticles. I'll deal with those later. Now, you're supposed to be able to take your tip, dip it in here just to get enough to push around. So I'm going to do exactly that. I'm going to dip it in here, and I'm going to scoop up what I think is going to be enough, because as you press it on your finger, it's supposed to spread out. So now I'm going to press it on my finger from the tip down. And as it shows in the demo, it does squeeze out a little bit around your cuticles. I'm just going to take my little tip, and you can use anything. You can use a, boy, that came off easy. You can use a toothpick or anything along those lines. I'm just going to press it down, right, to make sure that it's in place. And I can see how underneath, can you see how it came up underneath right there? Now, I'm going to take that off simply because I don't need that extra bulk at the back of the nail. So I'm just going to wipe that off using my little tool, get all the excess glue out from underneath it. And any excess glue goes right back in here. Close it up so it doesn't dry out. All right. Now I am going to put this under my, what they call my mini sun, and make sure that it gets cured. I've been sitting here just pressing on it, and I got to tell you right off the bat, I can feel the tightness on my finger. You know how when something squeezes your finger, if you ever gotten your nails done at a professional salon, as everything starts to grasp, you can actually feel it. So now I'm going to set it under here. I'm going to put this up here. So hopefully you can, actually I'm going to hold it. And I'm just going to hold my finger under here for about 30 seconds. You can see it. We'll see what happens with this. Now, I can feel the tightness on it. And that was really easy to do. It didn't take, as you saw, it did not take but a little drop to be able to get that. And even then, there was still some excess. So that's something that I guess we're going to have to experiment with to find out exactly how much to use per nail. But it's always easier to start with less as opposed to starting with more. I think I did pretty good in estimating what I needed to start with, and it didn't really take a lot. So I can tell that that little jar is going to go a long way. Okay, so that was actually a full minute because it shut off. And wow, okay, that is on there. Seriously, that is not going anywhere. Not wiggling, not lifting down here on the edge. Can you see there's absolutely no lift? It's just my finger moving, and I can feel it on my finger. I can actually feel the pressure on my finger. So what I will do, not right now, I'm not going to make you take up all that time. I am not going to be doing any crazy gardening or anything for the next couple of days. So I'm going to put a full set of these back on my fingers using this. And when I come back on the weekend with the video with Mama, I will give you an update on how long they stayed on. I'll show you how much was used in this. And as you can see, I mean, I didn't even make a dent, that little tiny bit I used. From the looks of this, this would probably easy go for 10 to 20 applications, not 10 to 20 fingernails, all 10 nails, 10 to 20 times, as long as you don't overuse it. And whatever you peel off, you immediately put back into it so that you can use it on the next nail. So I'm really, really, so far, Yeah, that's feels tight. That really feels like it's on there. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So what do you think? This was not a really big order. I know it was a little interesting, maybe even a little strange, because it had a mixture of tools. I'm checking the back of the nail. It had a mixture of tools. It had a mixture of clothes. It had fingernails in it. It had a little bit of everything. I don't plan on shopping and just like, I'm going to buy only this kind of stuff. As I think of things that I need for around the house or I could use or that I want to try, I write it down. And when I get to a certain point in my budget, that's what makes up the order, whatever I can afford to spend at that time. I just was given, I had an order that was split into two, and one of the parts that was split has not shown up. So they refunded me that split part. And in addition to that, they gave me a coupon for 20% off any order up to a maximum discount of $20. So basically 20% off of up to a $100 order. Wait till you see what I have coming. Between that 20% off coupon, I also had $42 in credits. Yeah, I have a greenhouse coming, a portable greenhouse in my backyard so that I can protect my smaller garden, not the corn, but the smaller garden that I want to plant. My HOA, I sent them pictures, I sent them the information. They gave me permission to have it on property, which I'm thrilled at because, of course, we have to be very careful about what's visible when you have an HOA. So I'm absolutely thrilled. It's probably the biggest purchase I have ever made. And thanks to the coupon and the credits and TEMU being so kind and so generous in making up for, and all I did was say, hey, where's my package? That's all I did. I was like, it's been 5 days. There's no updates. Where's my package? Could you please give me an update? And boom, 20% off, totally refunded for the missing parts. Again, it's you get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar, right? So I'm always pouring on the honey with TEMU, even though TEMU knows that I can be the vinegar when necessary. So anyway, guys, stay hydrated. My Pisces mug. Remember, please stay sweet above all else. And I will catch you this weekend with Mama in the house